Hey beauties, thank you so much for checking out my channel. There's one thing that I definitely want to make sure I touch bases on, and that is the power of prayer. When I was a really young girl, like from like the age of 12, I remember writing in these things called that I called Dear God journals. And so and you guys are gonna probably see those later on. But I remember growing up at a young age and wanting to do like Dear Diary. You know, I had seen it so much on, movies, and I was just like, dang, I want a diary. So I would get a diary, a notebook from Walmart, and I would want to write on there and be like, Dear Diary, this, and that happened, and this boy, and that. And the crazy thing is that, as I got older, and as things started getting rougher for me at the house when I was growing up, I looked and I said, you know what, maybe I should say Dear God instead of Dear Diary, because Dear God seemed to be manifesting a lot more in my life and responding to me a lot better than the Dear Diary thing. And so I had decided, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a Dear God. And so I did Dear God, and I would write all of my troubles, all of my pains, my prayers. And oftentimes we don't really realize it, but our communication with God is basically prayer. It doesn't have to be the whole Lord, like Lord God, help me, Jesus. I love you, Lord. You're the awesomest King ever. Even though He is an awesome King, but communication with God is the prayer. It's your lifeline. It is how you communicate with Him. So if you're saying, God, I'm having a sucky day, I really need your help right now. Hello, ding, you've got it. It's prayer. So thank you so much for hollering at me. I just wanted to touch on that, but there is truly like power in your prayer. I remember having a lot of prayers written down about wanting to impact the youth, wanting to impact people after I got out of high school, wanting God to deliver me out of situations with my mom, wanting God to deliver my mother. And time again in my prayers, He proved to do just that. Even though it wasn't in the timing that I wanted it to be, it was perfect timing for how God wanted everything to, play out. And so thank you so much for checking out my channel. There is definitely the power in prayer. It says that the prayers of a righteous man availeth much. And so as long as you are in right standing with God,